Well, this next one's from Becca, and the subject line is, I started my new year with a reversed episode 13.
Which I didn't know could exist until
Happy
now.
New Year. Bless your heart. Christy and Heather, Happy New Year from Becca in St. Louis. Looking forward to spending another wacky year with you as my senseis. I wanted to send you this Freaky Friday story, in the truest sense of the phrase, anonymously. But I thought, if Christy can share her experience with all of us, the least I can do is share this in solidarity. My partner had a New Year's Eve gig in Kansas City, so we drove down Tuesday and planned to drive back Wednesday after a lie-in. A little backstory. I, historically, am regular, as in, he and I both know our schedule based on when my body does its thing. It doesn't help that I have a steady diet of tacos and hot sauce, but whatever. Anyway, I've been tracking a phenomenon this year. Whenever I travel, I cannot poop for the life of me. I spent a week overseas and wasn't back on track for a month. Another weekend at a conference in Phoenix, nada. Visited the same city 6 months ago and was a dry gulch until a week after we got home. It's wild. I guess it's just a side effect of getting older. I also have a bit of a phobia regarding this, like Heather. So maybe my body is subconsciously shutting down the trauma until it feels it's safe again. Your guess is as good as mine. So, for this short trip, I ate my way across the state all day Tuesday, having no worries whatsoever. An entire bibimbap bowl with 5 tablespoons of sriracha? Done. 2 gas station hot dogs? Lay 'em on me. 4 shots of espresso? I got this. Gig comes and goes, all is well. Wake up at the hotel earlier than I wanted to, so I sneak out of the room to grab a mimosa, more espresso, and a breakfast plate. Ooh, look at the time. Time to go wake up my partner so we can make it to checkout. Head to the elevator. Uh-oh, what is that? Okay. Head to the elevator. Uh-oh, what is that? Okay, waiting for the elevator, thinking, this is odd. Get on the elevator, and I am about to shit my pants out of nowhere. Wait, this can't be happening. I never have these issues while I travel. I've spent a lot of time traveling this year, and I know my body. Get to our floor, whipping out my key card. Try not to be rude to the house cleaning staff as I bound between them, my legs held together like chopsticks. Y'all, my key card doesn't work. I'm saying fuck under my breath as I pound on the door, and my partner doesn't answer. I have to call him 3 times before he finally answers groggily, and I shout whisper into the phone that my key doesn't work and I can feel myself about to shit my pants. He shuffles to the door, which seems like an hour, and then he asks me if he can pee first. I'm sorry, sir, what? I scream no at him, and here comes my nemesis. This hotel is new. We were super impressed by the amenities, the decor, and overall newness of everything. Our only negative observation was the extremely ungainly barn door put on the bathroom that has a 2-inch gap between it and the door. The night we checked in, my partner asked me to please turn up my TikTok volume so he didn't have performance anxiety. There was no time to issue such a warning this morning, so I barely lugged that damn door shut before all hell broke loose. I am still shook as I realize how close I came to utter disaster. We took only what we needed on this trip because what could go wrong so close to home? I, just to be precautious and trying not to think too hard about it, put on last night's leggings and stuffed the offending ones deep and as far into my carry-on as I could. With my dignity partially restored, we set out, but my partner, missing breakfast, was hungry. So he happened to pull off at an exit just to find something to eat. And what did he find? Missouri's first ever In-N-Out location. I'm sure I paled as we pulled in. The parking lot still had construction dust in it. My partner was so excited to eat, I followed him in and ordered a single and fries, ate 2 bites, and fretted the entire 4 hours home that I'd have another incident. I passed it off to him that I'd already eaten and that I wasn't hungry and save it for later. We get home, unpack the necessary, and I forget all about the single I'd left in the car. Cue this morning. Easing into our grueling schedule, I leave around 9:30 to run errands, and as soon as I get into the car, I lock eyes with the insidious burger. Dun dun! As I'm packing up my stuff to go inside the local grocery store chain, not unlike an Albertsons. I take a deep breath and pick up the burger, still in its wax paper, and ceremoniously toss it into the trash can at the store's entrance. And my final thought was, there, but for the grace of In-N-Out, go I. Thanks for always being so open and transparent with your listeners. I know that, as far as I'm concerned, this is largely why I started listening and why I have stayed. Whether it's funny or heartrending, you represent each of us in your honesty, and I speak for the whole community that we love you for it. And hopefully, this is the end of my story with In-N-Out. Happy birthday, Christy. Love, Becca.
I'm dying. I muted myself, but
you should have just laughed on through, baby girl.
First of all, please, somebody, maybe on my tombstone, there but for the grace of God,
In-N-Out.
There but for the grace of In-N-Out, go I. Feel like that's gotta go on my tombstone. So good. Oh my gosh.
You did do a reverse.
I feel like between the two of us, we did a full circle moment. You know, like I discarded in the Albertsons parking lot. You, not Albertsons, but you threw away the burger, and therefore the circle's been completed, and now it won't happen again.
No, your souls can be freed, both of them. I love it.
Oh, man.
That's incredible. You guys are like a palindrome, just like one and then the reverse. It's just like race car, just flip it. It's the exact same.
I also have this issue while traveling, but I kind of have that issue all the time. So
That's
then if I had four shots of espresso, period, I think my life would end.
Yeah.
I don't think I could handle it.
That's one way to put it. Like I would ascend out of my body. Like on The Simpsons, they're just like souls come out.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Oh man. But all that hot dogs and breakfast plates, mimosas, you did it all, baby girl.
I mean, just like you're like white knuckling your life. I have never related more to this.
Dude.
This is so good.
Also,
just like waddling,
banging on the door, and the way I would. Oh man!
Like, just kick that bitch open like fucking Patrick Swayze.
Dude, how are you?
I'll kill you.
Get to the door, and I know exactly the barn door bathroom you're talking about.
Yes, we probably stayed there.
We have talked about them many a times on tour because what the fuck? It's not even a door.
This is capitalism. They're like, hey guys, it's a new sleek hotel that we're saving money on by not installing real doors and making the room super tiny. And so we have to have sliding doors because a regular door with the bathroom that can close where you can shit your brains out in privacy and not ruin the magic between you and your spouse costs too much money. We couldn't put as many rooms in and charge you the same amount for a smaller room.
Do you know how many times Tommy goes to the lobby on tour? Like
you have to.
He'll just be
with
like,
a door
going
like that?
downstairs.
They're so flimsy, though. The first time I stayed in a place like that at least I remember it personally affecting me, was when Paris and I, back when I worked at the law firm, we had our like Christmas party at the Star in Frisco, the Cowboys facility, and you could like get a room at the Aloft nearby. And there were barn doors. And I had only been dating this guy a couple months. And now we're in this hotel room. And I'm on the toilet. And I can see through a crack this hot guy that I finally got to date me, just like on the bed on his phone. And I'm like, could you put on headphones? Or I was like, I think I'm going to go to the lobby downstairs and just see if they have Diet Coke.
I'm just going to go get some fresh air. You got to take a walk. Yeah, you can't.
Had to lie.
No, that's too early into a relationship to let that go.
We need to do a petition and be like, hotels, if you don't have a closing bathroom door, this is not allowed to be called a hotel. This is like a short stay. Like, call it something else. But we all deserve a closing bathroom door.
No.
And capitalism is taking
I think that it should be disclosed when you book the room. FYI, this doesn't have a door on the bathroom. It's just a barn door that really doesn't give you any privacy. And also, every time you close it, you're going to think you broke it because it's like it fucking came off its wheels.
Every time.
And it never really shuts, and then it bounces back open. All of this has to be disclosed.
There's about a 2-inch crack, so the fecal particles will be drifting into where you sleep. Yeah,
you can pass something through. I could hand my phone through to
it should be illegal. Somebody should call somebody.
Yeah, this 2025 is the year.
Your Honor, I would like to change. I have a grievance.
I have already decided this is globally
Right to jail.
Immediately. And you got to shut your hotel down until you get doors in all of them. Figure it out. I don't know. If you can't open a door, figure out a way to do one that closes and latches better than the barn door.
A pocket door, perhaps.
Yeah, a pocket door. Still not great. Better than a barn door.
But it would seal shut and not have...
You have a lock. There's not even a lock on a barn door.
No, I'm unsafe.
No.
Because even if you latched it, just pop it up off the tracks.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
These are the real issues. You're like, what are you doing in there? I know you got this locked, but I got a bird's eye view. You're just looking straight
This is me on my toilet with my phone in my hand like, what?
Get out of here.
Leave me.
Oh, man.
Ugh, horrible. Well, thank you, Becca.
We'll start a change.org about these barn doors and we're really going to tackle the real issues in 2025.
That's what we're here to do. Well, thank you, Becca, for sharing that. We appreciate you.
So
it's
much.
Good to hear from you.
I appreciate you not going anonymous in solidarity. Truly.
Yes. We stand together or we fall as one. All right. Well, this last one is from Jay, and her subject line is help. I might be psychic and I am not ready for this burden.